What's going on in the big old world today, people? I'm gonna bring you the latest and greatest like I always do. And we got a lot to discuss on the chopping block today. So let's get into it.
Like to go right into public comment. Again, if you spoke already, you are. The time starts fresh. It's a separate day. Please state your name again for the record, even if you came up during a public hearing.
Does everybody have to call order back in or anything? Since this is a different meeting than the public hearing. I'm not ready, sir. Just give me a minute. Okay. I see that on the agenda. We have maybe the final authorization for $130,000 for the water. I don't expect these answers now, but maybe Duncan can supply them later. I would like to know the total repairs done to the treatment plant to date for this 2020 and related matters. I would also like to say that I noticed that now we are finally applying for grants to replace failing water mains and related matters. I'm not sure what community funding program is, but I'm sure somebody here does, because there's also one for those street projects, or a First Street semi-route project. That's all I have on that. I wanted to get into a couple topics about the Open Meetings Act and how this council is running the chambers. Each one of you guys voted on this, and I'm specifically looking at under H, where it says, each member of the public addressing the public body shall be expected to conform to conventional standards and decorum, and shall refrain from making vulgar, insulting, and inappropriate remarks towards or about any member of the public body, any employee or officer or city, or any member of the audience. Each speaker must maintain civility and cannot disrupt an orderly meeting by using obscene or threatening language or gestures. Any person who poses a threat, Chief Smajewski, a threat to public safety will be removed from the meeting. Talking out of turn to threat in these chambers, that's a threat to public safety. These are your guys' rules. I'm a little confused. And it also says that the presiding member of the public body and or as authorized by the majority of the then present council, board, commission, or committee members. None of these things happened. You guys are violating your own rules. And I don't understand how you think in your little conversation that Brent Bader and Mr. Mayor, you had recorded with Accountability Angel, and the lies and the slander that you guys presented on my name. You didn't watch the video, did you? Because I didn't tell anybody in here that day to shut the fuck up. Did not come out of my mouth. And you, sir, are not friends with my wife. So you can quit taking them words out of your mouth. If you want to ask her, she's here in the meeting. Don't be sitting here saying you're friends with her, because you claim to be friends with a lot of people, sir. It's about time that you're getting up off your ass. 15 years we've been working on a park, and now we're finally working on the infrastructure that you should have been doing when you started your damn job, because you were an alderman before you were a mayor. Timekeeper, where am I at?
You have 3 minutes and 47
Thank
seconds.
you. I don't know which one of these to follow. The Jeff Grove speech, the bullcrap where you told Chief a week before the February 5th meeting that if he felt like he needed to remove anybody, that he had that total control. Doesn't say it in here. You didn't present that to council. What's that, a backdoor policy we got? And this man should not have been the one to take me out of this room. And if he ever lays hands on me again, there'll be a bigger lawsuit coming than the one that's already heading his goddamn way. Well, the city's way, sorry. The presence, Jim McFedrin, you got reprimanded 4 times at that county courthouse. 4 times by that judge. Your arm would have been jerked out of your socket and you would have been hauled out of here and threatened with arrest. 4 times he did the same thing. He
Mr.
also,
Mayor, your 5 minutes is up.
he also talks with his hands. Thank you. Mr. Duncan.
Anybody else to speak in public comment tonight?
Let's get to the slander boy.
Eric Dias, 4th
Home
Ward
recorded.
again. I just have a couple questions
Home
on the 2
recorded.
buildings. I can't
Jamie,
remember.
that's your first warning. I said I'm not gonna talk when I'm back there.
Oh, sorry, shit, I just sat down.
Thank you.
Can't remember when the dates are that they're supposed to have these things showing work on. So can you revisit that and remind me? Because it's ridiculous that they're not doing anything to these buildings and being allowed to do this. The type on the other one over here is all off, so animals can be in there for all you know.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your beginning.
The 2 buildings that,
Talking the Maytag building?
yeah, the Maytag and the hotel there. So what are the dates they have to do anything to these? I forgot. I can look it up if I have to, but I'd like to just be refreshed. It's gotta be getting close to it. So why they have not done anything? Why are we not pressuring them? You know, it makes this city that everybody has done great work to, it looks terrible. It's disgusting. So they should be held accountable, just like anybody else. And I don't care who they are, it doesn't matter. Accountability. Do what you're supposed to, or pay the consequences. It's that simple. So if you could remind me of the dates, I'd appreciate it. And like I said, the Maytag's got tie bar on that front part where it's off. Animals could be in and out of there all you want. So it's up top, so I'm sure there's birds, bats, who knows. But again, when they don't go in, it doesn't really matter to them, so. If you could just revisit that, I'd appreciate it.
Somebody else like to speak tonight?
Ready, John? My name is Angel and welcome to my comment time. To start, I'd like to announce that Jamie Hicks has indeed been given the full unredacted audio from our encounter, Mr. Mayor. You and others in our meeting not only exaggerated the situation from February 5th, but y'all downright lied. Your own video evidence assisted me in forming this conclusion. You told me several times that citizens can call, text, email, or meet with you. You told me the following words were protected speech during public comment: drug dealer, bitch, liar, referencing pegging, calling you a tyrant. Okay, great. You guys seem to forget that the title of mayor and the decorum at this city council meeting do not give you the authority to criminalize numerous of our protected freedoms. After I spoke here last time, I raised my hand for a question regarding the First Amendment violations involving turning off all commenting on the city's live streams. Audience members pointed it out to you and it went ignored. Finally, the city attorney got involved and you gave permission as my master to speak after the city council voted for it. How strange. On February 5th, Dawn had a question and was not only called on, nobody had to vote for it. Is this your form of retaliation for my last speech, for my journalism? Keep in mind, I haven't even done my favorite thing, displaying public emails and phone numbers for redress or compliments. You were presented with nothing but the cold, hard facts. I can't be too upset, though. After all, she was the same woman who minutes before had nearly half of her speaking time hijacked after witnessing the abuse of another citizen. The most important statement you made that day was, I want you to have enough courage to say, you know, I was there. I saw more information. I did my accountability. I did my research. And this is what I came up with. Well, Mayor, you know how that turned out. I've emailed you a handful of times in the past 2 weeks, all unanswered. Brent also was emailed and left a voicemail. No response. I saw a member of your entourage, Julie, at City Hall and requested she tell you that I'd like a response and still got nothing. So I'll ask you here, Mr. Grove, as you know, on February 13th, Brent told me there would be additional persons at our meeting when I was here on other business. I notified him that I wasn't comfortable with that, and it may trigger my anxiety, making it harder for me to do my job. The next day we met as you requested. Without a call, email, or warning, I was surrounded by 4 humans for our meeting. As I've tried to ask you, Mayor, did you, prior to meeting with me, have the knowledge that I did not wish to have a meeting like that? Did Brent tell you yes or no? Thought so. Why are you ignoring those emails? I thought that's how we can reach you. If he did tell you, then you have failed to respect my boundaries. You recklessly decided to not notify me so I could make a choice. You were not fair. This isn't a problem for me, it's a problem for the people. Unless it was a targeted event, of course. At the 1835 mark of our meeting, you claimed you operate as follows. Hey, can we have a conversation and talk about it? Because I don't think that was fair. Well, Mr. Grove, your behavior since the last public comment is both unfair and unethical. You told me if anyone on your team targets me to let you know. I'm letting you know right now that your behavior needs to change and you need to do better. I'd like to end this with a challenge. Protected under the First Amendment, Bray, listen to this. We have the freedom of speech, religion, the press to assemble and to petition our government for redress of grievances. I challenge you all to remember these, to go home and educate yourself a bit more. I challenge you with your newfound knowledge to do the right thing. How much time do I have?
You have 4 minutes and 14 seconds.
Oh, perfect. When you see a man being shoved out of a meeting after one warning during public comment, when the mayor makes any request to violate your freedom, stop it in its tracks. You were elected for a reason, and the citizens count on you to not support nor participate in any attack on the people. Mr. Grove, admit when you're wrong and have some integrity. Now for the remainder of my 5 minutes, I'm waiting for him to answer my question. And these are also the emails that you've been sent. So let me know when my time's up, unless Grove wants to speak. No? I mean, I tried to do this through email, Jeff. Right? Did I not?
Your 5 minutes are up.
Thank you, John.
All right, hearing nothing else, we will continue with proclamations. You just like the
Okay, proclaiming April 2024 as Fair Housing Month in the city of LaSalle.
Presence. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Did something you? Yeah, I'm